Welcome, Aquarius, or whomever is here within this moment. Bear in mind that you have decided to join into a timeless collective reading that's held by me, 7th, and deciding to travel the reading using your discernment to take all the bits and pieces that resonate with you and leave behind possibly anything that does not along with the reading. To clarify a bit, the term justice in any way that I can, and keeping it anonymous, is that it is tied via 7th, who I am, to one of two channels that I run, one of which is Sekhmet and the other one is Bastet, which are sister energies. They themselves may or may not mean anything or mean everything to you. It's also as irrelevant and relevant to resonating with anything within the reading or any of the material that I run in either of those channels. Justice energy via the color vibration of Sekhmet is merciless and very definitive, and in doing so will trigger and as it is meant to do. Okay, so please be aware with that. Be aware of that as much as possible to continue on your own discussion to see whether or not anything applies for you or whatever it may offer to you. Okay? This is for whomever is here in this current moment. A few bits of detail about me, 7th, is that I am a master healer. I go by 7th. I'm also a tarot intuitive insight, and I provide remote wellness alignments. Feminine and masculine energies within the reading are non-gender specific. However, remember that femininity encapsulates both feminine and masculine energy, as well as masculinity encapsulating feminine and masculine energy as well. Again, use your discernment to take all the bits and pieces that resonate with you and leave anything behind with the reading as you leave the reading behind. All right, justice for Aquarius. All right, 5 of Pentacles, so there's your bruising, maybe something that you didn't see coming, something that didn't, it's just terrible timing. Not that pain ever has great timing, but something came completely out of the blue and it kind of made you depressed again, or sad again, or it pulled open a wound. Yeah, pulled open a wound that you weren't really ready to have pulled open. I feel that it is a bit an inconvenience as to, also with credit and respect to the recent energies that I have read for the symbolism of Aquarius, and what that may mean under that influence or within that influence. And the timing of this is really, for lack of a better word, fucked up for those that really resonate with this one. It's not convenient for anyone here. 9 of Swords. All right, it's not a good time for you. You're gaslighting yourself, though. This is something that has been an ongoing issue. You have unspoken, unresolved narratives, possibly forever to remain unable to talk about or get clarity from. But you're very secret with your pain about this. These are like the 12 steps of healing for you. All right. This is something that you didn't need it to happen. It happened on its own accord. The timeline of it influencing your life has nothing to do with you. That's why the timing is off. It was never meant to or even be part of your paths. That's the best way I can describe that. Without being very clear to who exactly this message is chiseled for. But the minor aspects make it very clear that you should already know that this is your frequency. The opportunity that it does present for itself is this energy of slow and steady will heal the wound. Slow and slow. Yeah, y'all are blocked. All right, slow and steady will win this race, but you're gonna hate this shit. You're gonna hate the healing process because it requires you to talk. And it requires you to spill the beans. That shit is still out here. Spilling the beans, being influenced by codependency with emotional maturity. Someone is afraid to emotionally seek independency. Jesus, mother. Yeah, look at that. Emotional card, strength. What do we have in the deck here? The emotional. 10 of Cups didn't fall out. Didn't fall out, but you are doing a call out. You're asking for mercy. Yeah, 4 of Swords here. Showed up. Ether has a secret, and the secret is karma came back, and you reap what you sow. And although you may not feel that resonancy is because, again, it wasn't your timeline, but that timeline of influence, however, began, changed, or influenced your timeline is the reason why you're being pushed to look at emotion from an aerial point of view. Means outside of your body. Which means outside of your body with that sense of ability to take it from that third-party perspective of self means that you can search for the minor aspects within yourself and engage properly so that you can gain something fortuitous out of this wheel of fortune. Things are illuminated for you in yellow here, okay? So yellow is a vibrant color. It is... more way or not, color of bringing vivacious sense of doing and belonging energy. You know? Yeah. This is a very deep and also at the same time very in your face opportunity to learn from here. And you're dictating that journey of lessons and your lesson plan to show up to class. Do the homework, turn in your assignments, and get a grade. Do your homework, turn in your assignments, and get a grade. Funny, not funny, eh? Some of you really wanted to... This is something having to do with family for sure. An injury to family politics, more so than it has to do with where you are financially getting your money or corporate. All right, it has nothing to do really with that atmosphere. It's about family politics, what that means for you first and foremost, then the responsibility of your current family, the one you're creating, established, left, or the one where certain life patterns of your forthcoming life was dictated because somebody else, mommy or daddy, left. You know? Or were taken, however, they were no longer around to be a source of influence. Yet at the same time, there are aspects within yourself of vibrating that influence of them, that you're always in presence of each other. The high line of communication of worth has just been disruptive. And it gets disrupted because there are codependent ways that you feel that you may need to address before you can really gain a sense of independency and sovereignty for yourself here. You don't see that you're more so on the side of giving yourself away to somebody rather than keeping all that for yourself. You're giving something too much of something, and it's weighing you down. And more or less, the individual, the source that you're giving it to, is never really capable to make you feel complete. There's something always off with sharing so much that you do with that said individual. But what's keeping you maybe also attached to this individual, this transaction, is because it's money. It's money related. There's money going out, but no money coming in. Look at that. Money. 10 of Pentacles. So whether this is about the codependency that you truly do owe, or in to provide somebody that sense of security. So this is also then, the Ten of Pentacles is a great card on its own, you know. It is a great card, but there is a contradiction within the message for where it's coming in, and the timing, more or less, right? That's where the timing is off, things are with it off. And I think the shadow aspect of this Ten of Pentacles is, one, there's a lot more money going out than coming in. Two, you're protecting somebody's need to disclose themselves by giving them everything that they need to flourish. This is everything about them and not you. And those are like the shadow aspects of this connection, in regards of how this is transactionalizing for itself, and how profit where the profit margin within this is marginally small. There's not much high return rate here. Yeah, look at that. Double. Codependent relationship, that being chained, thinking that you owe somebody something. You think you owe somebody something. Lord. Secretly, somebody's sex life at home is also not the greatest. It's not very rejuvenating. Again, you're giving out more than receiving. It's obviously not for everyone. Oh, God. And then for some of you, your home life, someone else is cheating. Whether they're cheating, keeping you away from the truth, cheating in being an emotional engagement with someone, cheating with spending more times with their friends rather than with you. And you're being forced with the Queen of Wands to kind of wake up and smell the roses. But at the same time, you're burning unnecessary bridges to codependent relationships. The problem is nothing is burning yet. You're still learning how to... Fuck. Jesus Christ. The Two of Cups. It's fucked up. Someone has had a influence to the relationship, if this is something that you've been in and this reading has resonated with someone you share the bed with, or someone you share a holy matrimony of relationship with, okay? Holy matrimony does not necessarily just have to indicate that you're married to someone. It is the devotion of self that you've poured into a certain person, and a lot of it over time. So this could be romantic, this could be a parent, this could be it's in the family, just period. Someone recently may have found out that somebody is cheating on them with someone that they are talking to at work. Or someone feels that they're being cheated on because they're spending so much time on material work than the emotional availability of the relationship. Emotional concerns are not being addressed. This person is gaslighting the need to show up for this in regards to my mind is on my money, and money is, I mean, have you looked at the inflation? Is the excuse of this energy? That energy that I'm saying is that betrayal is not you, Aquarius. I don't see that coming from your ego. Okay, so if you're sun sign ego, Aquarius, I'm not talking to you. You're the one suffering. You're the one being exposed this kind of awful timing. Okay. All right. Oh shit. Oh, that just kind of flew out of my hand. Oof. The moon cycles. Shit. It's just really just shit timing. This is just shit timing. Right. Libra balance. You're learning a different way on how to heal, because what you don't know is that what you have been trying to avoid over the last few years and lifetimes and shit, you have no choice but to face. Absolutely no choice. The secret here lies in the phases of the moon. We have Neptune imagination. So more or less, a lot of you have just fuck. All right, some of you have really made it very far in the goal achievements of life, because your imagination you never stopped catering to, nurturing, providing, showing up for. And then a lot of you have created a divvy in that, where a lot of the things that you've imagined came true, and you were glowing, and you are who you decide to be, and you are okay with flowing in that. But at the same time, the path has been split, because in a way that you have been able to nurture that fortitude of fight to continue has also come simultaneously with shadows that may or may not have been addressed by you over time by walking in this perceived light of possibility, light of possibility, however, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between and beyond, whether you're Aquarius or not, ups and downs, left and right, whatever. Light also has shadow within light, which is artificial light. So artificial people, artificial lies, artificial color, artificial sound, artificial intelligence, artificial blah, 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 is also in competition with you as much as you want to disclose or acknowledge that there's shadow aspects of self that you may or may not want to address, is either devil's work or woo-woo or magic or witchery or hoodoo voodoo. Like, stop disrespecting the things that are blatantly, inevitably gonna continue in the concept of whose ever interest it is to participate in that, because you're understanding all the facets of character development of who you are, that the way of expression ought to be limitless. Because a lot of you Aquarians have untapped creator energy, where you are meant to really live out that vivacious throat chakra of communication, to speak up when you've been hurt, to speak up when you don't know what it means to feel the need to speak. Leaving a room and entering a room, value, creativity, music, voice, paint, photography, work. It is limitless. Politics of self-expression for what you are supposed to accept, be able to walk upon without zero objections. The cobblestones ought to be rainbow here. Opportunity is who you are an activist for. Yet you are an activist that turns around and can't even look in the fucking mirror. And oftentimes when it really matters in your life to stand up for yourself. And that journey is always probably and always has been an inconvenience. Bad fucking timing. Just shit. However, let's keep it funky. And I just want to remind you that I have critiqued the beginning of the reading, that I am a master healer and I provide very professional. I provide remote wellness wherever you are on this geometric globe. All right. Should you desire any type of whatever it is, that will be just dictated by you. All right. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning and a night wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep. Would you keep flowing, growing, and glowing? May you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.